Hello, welcome to lab number 3, hardness testing. As always, be sure to read through your lab manual before coming to your lab session. First up, familiarizing yourself with the instrument. For this lab, you will be testing 4 different samples, a piece of a brass strip, and 3 different heat-treated steel samples, annealed, normalized, and quenched. This table, located on the front of the hardness tester, will tell you which color of numbers you should be reading depending on which scale of hardness you are using to test your samples. Next, we will go over the penetrators or indenters you'll be using for this lab. There will be a 1/16 inch and a 1/8 inch ball indenter as shown on the right side of this image, and there are also 2 braille indenters, an N and a C scale as written on the indenter themselves. Each hardness scale requires a different amount of load to be applied to your sample. This load is measured in kilograms. The weights that we use will indicate how much load will be applied as they are stacked together. When all of them are stacked together, there will be 150 kilograms of load applied. To install an indenter into the hardness tester, you will slide the indenter up into the hardness tester with the flat side facing the retention screw. Once all the way inserted, you will turn the retention screw to the right or clockwise in order to tighten it and make sure that the indenter is retained in the machine. Make sure you lower the weight carriage before adding or removing weights from the carriage itself. For this example, we will be using the full 150 kilogram load. Here, we stack all the weights together so that when all the weights are there, it indicates 150 kilograms of load. Once all the weights are on, you will raise the weight carriage back up. Use the turnstile at the bottom of the screw post to raise the stage with your sample up to the indenter. When your indenter makes contact with your sample, you will notice the dial begin to move. The small needle in the center must point directly at the black dot to indicate you have put enough preload on your sample. Once there, turn the face of the dial so that the large needle is pointing directly at 0. Then, you will release the weight carriage so that the full load is applied to your sample. Once the lever stops moving, raise the weight carriage back up and you'll be able to read the hardness measurement for your sample. In order to change an indenter, you will turn the retention screw to the left or counterclockwise so that you can remove the tension and remove the indenter. As before, insert the new indenter, flat side facing the retention screw, all the way into the tester. Then turn the retention screw clockwise or to the right until it's fully tight. When using the digital tester, turn the power switch on located on the bottom right of the machine. Select the OK button once everything is powered on and it's ready to go. You will see a scale indicated underneath a hardness reading. To change your scale, press the top left button and then select the scale you would like to use. Make sure you have the correct indenter installed, and once the machine is ready, you will press OK, then press OK again once it's calibrated. Use the arrow buttons to raise and lower your indenter. Before performing a measurement, lower the indenter until it's almost touching your sample. Press the green button, labeled Start, to perform your hardness measurement. The machine will do everything on its own and then display your hardness measurement on the screen at the back. Good luck with your lab, and don't hesitate to ask your TA for help.